Labguy here. This is PhiloCam part 16. It's June 5th, 2019. I shot some video a couple of days ago, over 120 minutes of video, of me changing the capacitors in the PhiloCam power supply in order to try to reduce the noise from the switching power supply. At least my presumption is that the noise comes from the switching power supply. The end result was no change. The noise was just as severe as ever, and I believe that it's actually being inductively coupled into the wiring right next to the DC power brick. So without rebuilding the entire thing in a different form and shielding the power brick and moving the voltage divider resistors outside of that shielding, I don't think that can be fixed the way it is. So I'm going to run a test today where I use my linear high voltage power supply to power the module instead of the DC power brick. I will disconnect the power brick. In fact, I will disconnect it and test and see if it's cleaner. If it is, I will then connect the power to the power brick, which should then put noise into the video if that's where the noise is coming from. To use my power supply, I first had to manufacture some very, very nice high voltage clip leads. These are 4 feet long, 48 inches. That's just over a meter. And they plug into the power supply with a banana plug, and I have a nice high voltage insulated alligator clip on the other end. I made one marked in red, one marked in blue, and one marked in black, since my power supply is capable of dual output. I can have blue for the negative side, black for the center tap and ground, and red for positive. Today we're running with the black lead and the blue lead, with the blue lead carrying the minus high voltage and the black lead clipped to ground. So that is the configuration that we will be running in for this test. Here is the test setup, where I've brought down these high voltage clip leads into the high voltage box in the camera. I have already preset the voltage to minus 3000 volts entering the voltage divider chain, and we will now proceed to test the PhiloCam by using the video monitor and see if there's any difference. If we still have high frequency switching noise, then it's coming from somewhere else. Perhaps the video amplifier is oscillating, which I doubt. Or it could be noise from the sync board, but it should be synchronous noise, and it really shouldn't change with the DC bias settings on the divider chains. So let's take a look at the monitor now and power everything up and see what happens. Alright, everything is ready to go for the test. The monitor is on. The low voltage is turned off in the PhiloCam, and the high voltage is turned off in the PhiloCam. The LED illuminator is already turned on. So first we'll turn on the low voltage in the PhiloCam, and lo and behold, we have noise. But if you'll note, that's not the same noise we've had before. This is different. So next, I turn on the high voltage, and there's a picture. It's not a good picture, but it's a picture. It's not bad, but it's not good. Okay, So we're getting a picture, and we have possibly sync generator noise. This noise is somewhat synchronous. Now, note what happens when I connect the 12 volts to the DC power brick. There's our noise. I disconnect the power brick and there's no noise. So in this video I have definitively proven that the stripe noise was coming from the DC to DC converter. The noise we're seeing now would not be untypical for an external video amplifier on a breadboard. So I would call this progress on any day. I'm increasing the light, that doesn't help. Decreasing it. So in conclusion for this video, the PhiloCam does work. I have a high voltage issue to solve. I need to get a very clean 3000 volt or 2000 volt power supply, and we'll be good to go to continue. In the meantime, I want to announce that there are other projects in the queue that I plan to work on, and those projects are overdue. So for the next few videos that I will be putting out, there will be a new project. So PhiloCam is going to step to the side for now until I find a better high voltage power supply, and we'll move on with some other interesting projects that I hope you all enjoy. If you like this video, click that thumbs up. If you know people and have friends who like video projects, be sure to recommend my channel. And in the future, we will return to the PhiloCam when I have the new power supply, and we will pick it up from there. And in the meantime, we'll look at some more video projects, one or maybe two more, that I will present to you in the follow-up. So until next time, this is Labguy out.